All right, good to see everybody, visually, virtually, choke back and kida. We're gonna have a really good warm up today. Let's get our heart kind of beating here. I'm just gonna start with a little bit of shifting left to right. I want this to be very comfortable. I don't want a little up and down kind of thing here. I just want it to be as smooth as possible. In fact, if my eyes stay at the same level, that would be perfect. Good. Mix up the speed a little bit. Good. Now get on the front and the back line. I'm stepping on the back line. I'm stepping on the front line. Boom, feel free to add a couple little jabs here. Advancing jab. I'm timing it. Boom. Hitting that jab right as I step. Then getting right back. Switch it up. Other side. Double jab. Good. And back to bouncing. Good. Let's work some knees. You got two options here. You can throw the knee, and on the way down, whoop, switch your stance so you can throw the other knee. I'll be throwing it with the one that's behind. So these are just switch knees. Boom. Switch, switch. If that's challenging for you, then feel free to boom, throw the knee, then switch. Boom. Or if even that is confusing, if you're level 1, I certainly understand that. Throw that knee, bring it back here, step with that foot, then throw the other one. Kind of work it back, throw that, step, throw the other one, okay? Any of those work. Let's go for about 1 minute. Nothing but knees. Here we go. Switch knees. Throw the knee, step, closing that space. Don't have to close the space because it's right here. Boom. Tie up. Throw the knee, other knee's open. Switch it. Underhook. Throw the knee, switch, boom. We went over a minute. Good job. Great. All right. Just throwing the 1, 2. I'm really working on getting my whole body and spinning, rotating around. Okay. Just here to here. Nice and light. Warm up those hips. Make sure that the hips are not staying back and you're just extending the arms. Rotate. Driving my whole body weight into it. Mix it up. Right, left. Left, right. Keep that head tucked. Add some advancing as well as retreating on that. That's 3 totally different punches. 6 if you count both sides. Retreat. How I throw those, always important. Learn how to create power no matter what you're doing. Good. Shake that out. Moving around. Get that blood flowing. Good. From a neutral stance, I'm not in a fighting stance. Feet are shoulder width apart. I'm just going to work some very simple hook movement. So my hands are up here. I'm going to create the structure and allow my whole body to transfer my weight from this side over to that side. Stirring the pot, then drop the elbow. Other side does it. Nice and relaxed. my eyes generally forward for now, but I definitely want my hip and shoulder pointing forward at the end. All right. Now, just like before we did some of these with advance and retreat, I'm going to advance a little bit to the side. Why would I do this? Big right coming from the outside, lowering my level, boom, driving it in with an advance at an angle, at the V step. So you could just as easily make these at this V step angle. But a little bit easier right now, just go side to side. Good. And shake it out. Just punching forward as I jog in place. Thinking of those flat knuckles driving forward. Here we go. Good. And a little more shaking out. Good. We're going to throw a 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, a 2, a 3, a 2. Then I'm going to step forward and I'm going to do a step 180 pivot. Step 180 pivot, and then use that front, take that front leg and get it back. You should recognize this from, choke from behind with a pull. I step, rotate the body, my feet have basically stayed in the same place, and I go back here. Then I'm gonna throw that 2, 3, 2 again. So just one right after another. Whoa. Step 180 pivot. Okay, good. What am I doing with my hand? I'm imagining that something's grabbing, so I'm driving it up, keeping this tight to the neck. Big rotation, breaking that off, then claiming that space in the seatbelt type position. Oh my gosh, being grabbed, boom. Good. I'm going to switch that. Instead of thinking that, somebody's grabbing here, I'm thinking they're about to grab. So instead of thinking that I'm trapping that arm, what I'm going to do is just close the distance or claim my space with a clearing strike. I'm just coming down at an angle. I've got the elbow here. If the elbow works, if range is an issue, I got the hammer fist coming down at this 45-degree angle just to take out whatever is here, okay? Looks like this. It's called the get the hell away from me. Get the hell away from me. Good. And time. Relax. Ooh. All right. So, I want to talk very briefly about a level 2 type of technique that sometimes gets a little orphaned and stays over to the side. It's called choke from behind or choke from the front against a wall. So what we're talking about is here I am, let's say I'm the bad guy, and I've got this guy on, boom, and I'm driving him up against the wall. So he's between a rock and a hard place. Or he could be facing this direction here. This is a very bad situation. So one way or the other, if I drive him forward with the weight of my body, it's a good Krav move, right? Absolutely. You know, all of this. In fact, if we were on the ground and his head's that close, I'm looking to drive his head into the ground. Okay, so real quickly, let's put this in the context of what we know already. Choke from the front. Oh my gosh. Usually with some kind of energy driving forward. My arm comes up as the opposite leg steps back to basically base, get a base. Trapping the hand right here. Big rotation of the hip and shoulder. Driving this elbow down to clear it. And then keeping my space, right? Claiming my space. All right, so from the front, just could be static, but it might as well be thinking that somebody's driving this way. Whoa, here it comes. Could be a grab here. Arm comes up. Big rotation towards the back leg. Drive this elbow down. Throw the elbow if you need to. Claim your space. Continue the fight. One way or the other. Okay? Choke from behind. Whoa, here comes the choke. More of a push, control issue here. I'll be stepping, same thing, opposite leg and arm. This leg goes out, this arm goes up, same thing. I want to drive it here. I want to drive it there because I want as small of a surface area as possible, working on as small of a surface area as possible. If I drive my arm out here, I'm likely going to hit his forearm, maybe right behind the elbow. This is a place where she feels very, very strong. So that's not a good idea. I want to be driving right on their wrist. If their hands are right here, he doesn't want to be going boom, boom, trying to knock this hand away. He wants to be up here, working on the wrist, because that's where he has leverage. So from behind, or from the front, it's all the same. I'm still gonna trap, turn, work small surface area with leverage on small surface area, claim my space. Now, what makes this unique when you add a wall? Ooh. Sorry, only wearing one contact. No, the issue is, like choke from the front. Let's do the typical one. Oh my gosh. Number one, I have a surface area back here. So if I just go like this, my head is going to go bang into that surface. Sheetrock, not that big of a deal, not fun, but if there's a stud right behind it, or if it's a concrete or some other surface, it's not going to be pleasant. So the first thing I need to do is to make sure that I don't get hurt in that regard. So I'm going to do a break fall, just like I would on the ground. Boom, I'm getting as much surface area here as possible against the surface so that I don't hit it. I'm tucking my head towards my chest to avoid this, okay? So, whoa, here. Now, I still have done nothing to deal with this choke. All right, here's where the rub is. The truth of the matter is, people of average size might be able to just get away with doing the regular choke from the front defense. You get this up, but here's where we're talking about. You have to rotate forward. Why is that an issue? I might not be able to rotate forward. I might be like, and I simply can't. So I have to come up with something else. So if this works, then do it, right? But if it doesn't, I'm trying to bring this shoulder forward, trying to trap this and go here. It's not working, so I go to the opposite side. If I move what I can move. I can't move this, it's not working, so I move this. Well, I'm not gonna move it out this way, that's no different than this. So what I do is, think of this. Think of drawing a J. I'm going to take this shoulder and I'm going to drop it and drive it down. And notice what's happening here. It's not driving forward like a hinge, but this positionally is giving me the same thing. And this is definitely one of those moves that kind of goes, you feel it. It's like when it's there, it's there. It's like it's not there, oh my gosh, and whoa, there it is. You go underneath there. Remember, I've drawn a J, so I've gone down. Now I'm not trying to go like this. Here, I'm keeping everything else here, and with this, I'm drawing a J. Boom! And then as soon as I do, a lot of times, if there's a lot of energy going forward, it's going to look something like this. Where getting this off angle becomes quite easy. Because, so number one, shoulder. Number two, look what I'm doing with that same side leg. Boom. Once I get under there, then, boom, it's the same thing that we do over and over. Driving that hip with a big step to take my whole body over there. Okay? So, two things. Whoa. Three, counting the, I gotta stop myself. Take one hand up. Does it matter? No, not necessarily. Although their angle may make it pretty obvious that I should go this direction or the other. So I drive it up, I draw the J with this opposite, and when I feel the dam burst, so to speak, boom, here, finish up, strike. Now this is a good time to do the same thing to them. Grab their entire body, boom, drive it in here, behind their head, make space, get the heck out of there, okay? So, by the numbers, I'm going to put my ankles 6 to 9 inches away from the wall, okay? I'm gonna be here. Here comes the attack. 1, break the fall. Whoa. Number 2, arm high, trap the wrist, same as you did before. 3, draw the J with the opposite shoulder, keeping everything else the same. Not this. This. Boom. Trap. Strike. Off angle. Drive in here. Boom. Finish it off. Good. Again, remember, 6 to 8 inches, meaning I don't want to be out here. That's pretty tough. And plus, if I had that much space, I probably have enough space to do the typical choke from the front. Okay, all right, so about 6 to 9 inches. Here comes the attack. Whoa, 1, break fall. 2, arm up. 3, drawing the J. 4, trapping, finishing with the fight. Boom, making space, getting away. Again, ready. Attack comes on. Whoa, break the fall. 2, remember it's the shoulder and the hip. Boom, bringing it down. I should be like this after that, not like this. Get that hip, using the leg, get it out of there. Good. Here, finish it up. Okay, all right. Now that's one. You can work at home. Just don't scratch it and get your spouse mad, okay? Choke from behind. I'm here. Call this the bathroom stall one, right? Go into the bathroom. I hate when that happens. Okay, same thing. Boy, I tell you what, especially if you're going to the bathroom, guys, you do not want this to happen. Bam. So you're gonna have to get up and break the fall. I'm using as much surface area right here. Boom, here. I'm getting my head away. Some people like to put their hands like this, whoa, to make sure that if their head hits something, it's their own hand, okay? Not gonna comment on that, but here I am, oh my gosh, here. This has to happen. Now, do I want them straight in front of me? I don't know, it's kind of up to you. Certainly, I don't know, for me, I don't think that this would work for me naturally, organically. This I really have to work on. Whoa! But obviously the more space I can have between me and the wall, the better. Okay, so attack comes on. Whoa, my gosh, break the fall. From there, the principles are the same. Get this arm up and trap, and this one right here is going to go down as I drive it here. Now, angle-wise, I could be here right in front of them. So this needs to come down more in a seat belt. However, again, if this energy is driving in, then this step pivot can work very easily for you. Even in drills, you'll see it. Okay, I mean, I'm here. Whoa, step one, break the fall. Arm comes up. Again, the choice, it doesn't really matter, although it will be the opposite side of the direction that I look. If I look over to this side here, then it's over here. If I look over here, here it is, okay? So here, again, I'm not trying to simply use energy and strength to drive back and turn. That's what I'm trying to avoid, theoretically, because they're too strong. If it works, it works. If I can go, boom, I'll do it, all right? But if we're talking about, there's so much energy and so much pressure that I'm in here, then it's, again, it's about dropping that other side, boom, driving in here. Now I'm in the seat belt, throw the strikes, make space, and get out of the way, okay? So you have 4 things to drill here. Whoa, this side, boom, other side, whoa, oops, get over me. From the front, whoa, this side, bam, and the other side. Good. So that is choke from behind with a push, against the wall, and choke from the front against the wall. Go drill it.